are you going?
All right.
Keno's my name.
Yeah, Kim Braggleton.
How are you? I was just talking to the lady in the bar and we were wondering about some road closures in the area. She said you'd be the man to ask because you've been around here for a while.
Oh, well, I don't know of any road closures here this time of the year, but...
So do you know if Rankin Road's open at all? The one just out of here?
Yeah, it'll be open.
Oh, okay, because we looked at the website before we came out and they said it was shut, so...
I wouldn't take a lot of notice of websites, but anyhow, I don't know much about them.
They said it was from water.
Water? Yeah, wouldn't be any water. Oh, well.
When was the last time it rained here?
Well, it probably rained about a month ago, or I'm not sort of...
Can't see there being any water out there then now. Should be right, eh?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Hey guys, so we're heading out to a road called Rankin Road. I looked up the website and apparently it's closed, but I just had a chat to Kim at the pub there, and he's lived here for a million years, and apparently it's open, so I guess we've got to go up there and find out for ourselves. But we actually have a crossing to do before that, but it's not your normal kind of crossing. Does anyone know what I might be talking about?
Border.
Would we be looking at a border crossing?
A border crossing?
A border crossing?
Yes, into the Northern Territory.
Certainly is. It's always a good feeling when you go past that big sign with the Northern Territory symbol on it, the Brolga flying towards the sun. So I'm pretty sure we'll be there in about 10 k's, if that. We've got 100 odd k's before we turn onto that Rankin Road that I was talking about. Apparently it's pretty picturesque in there, so that's the reason for going up and doing it.
Sounds awesome.
Plus, I think we've spent enough time on the bitumen today. It's time to go and kick some dust up.
I agree with you more there, Keno.
Have you been through this way before?
No, I haven't. I've only ever flown in to Darwin and flown out for work, so I am absolutely looking forward to these next few days. It's going to be unreal.
Yeah, well, Ricky hasn't been here at all, so we've got a first timer.
I'm about to complete my full state, and I'll have been in every state of Australia.
So from Camberwell, we could just stick to the Barkly Highway until we reach the Stewart and head up north that way, but we'd rather go off the beaten track. So instead we're going to take a ride onto Rankin Road, which will meet up with the Tablelands Highway, and then eventually turn left on the Carpentaria Highway, which will bring us out near Daly Waters. That's the plan anyway. I guess we'll just see what happens.
At least it's not sunny and dusty. It's making it very, very hard to see.
So we drove the heavily corrugated, dusty road directly into the sun until we couldn't drive anymore. Well, at least until we ran out of daylight, that was. And then we looked for a camp. Been a long day. We just pulled into camp, just hooked up the hot water. Ah, it's still warm from last night. How good is that? That's nice on the hands after a day of driving and mucking around in the dust. Good thing is the road wasn't shut. We got through. There wasn't water over the road. So, well, so far, we've got probably 150 k's to go of it, but I think any of the creek crossings that we've seen so far, there's not enough water there that's going to cause us any dramas anywhere else down the track. So we'll be able to make it to where we're going, which is good because I hate doubling back. That's my pet hate. I like to be able to get from A to B and not have to turn around, go back to A to start again.
Who said they had the hot dogs?
Here's bread rolls. I think there's some more up in there too.
They're the ones Vaughan got.
Oh, okay.
Ages ago.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no, we didn't buy them.
Yeah, no? Okay.
Yeah, no.
I'll file them there because they're not the right rolls.
Someone's got strong.
Should be able to boil this up and fit a few franks in here, I reckon. We've got mini hot dogs. We're going to cook up some bacon, some onion. We're going to have cheese, mustard, all the sauces, double sauce of course. And they're going to be the hot dogs from hell. I reckon I could do about 6. Could be a challenge. Robbo will double out on me though. I've got nothing on Robbo. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Don't really look at it.
Are we eating out of that? As you can see, this is a big caravan, but I've got a big husband. So he's 6'2" and a very large man, and a lot of guys his size have trouble fitting into any kind of caravan or camper trailer. So this particular caravan is so spacious for him. We both fit in here really easily. Don't have to like move around each other and maneuver. It's just luxury all the way. So probably the biggest thing we've noticed about when we get into camp, as opposed to any other type of camping that I've done, is the sheer luxury and convenience of when we arrive. We literally just get out of the car, open up, unlock the caravan, come through the front door, maybe sweep off the step and we're in. So if it's a late night, we can just jump straight into bed, or we can make ourselves a drink, sit down, have a relax, think about what we're going to have for dinner. It's easy. It's super easy, and that is something I've never really experienced before and really highly recommend.
What do you reckon, guys? Bush hot dogs go down all right, don't they?
Absolutely.
Well, can you done well.
Great salad too, mate.
Mustard,
Thank you.
double sauce,
Mm.
bread rolls,
Great salad, Ricky.
Frank's best.
Yeah, thanks.
It was a good meal. See, we pulled in late
True.
and it got prepared really quick.
Yeah, we didn't muck around. We
No.
set the van up, pulled the kitchen out, started chopping, cutting,
You did well.
cooking.
Salad yum.
Probably
Set up your
half an
massive
hour.
tank.
I'm the salad queen.
Salad yum.
What's that white stuff in there? Is it going off?
No, it's feta.
Oh, feta. Is that another? Is that a fancy word for mould?
No,
No.
it's cheese, but Steve's trying to he's going to get a bit fitter while he's away.
We are in the bush, you know.
It's about the same colour as our legs.
Yeah, we'll call you feta legs tomorrow. Get back in your car, feta legs. A good tip before you leave home is hook the caravan on. The last thing you want to do is get out in the bush and forget your van. But in all seriousness, just test everything. Run your fridge, run your gas system, run your hot water, make sure everything works, make sure your burners work, run your lights. Just check over everything, make sure it's running, because it's easier to fix at home than it is out in the bush.
Okay, my biggest tip for towing is to make sure that your load for both your towing vehicle and your caravan is evenly distributed to the extent where you don't have too much towards the back of the van, where too much weight in the back of the van will cause it to sway and possibly lose control. If you have a little bit more weight to the front, adds a little bit more weight to the tow bar and therefore give you better control Also, the other one with that as well is it's always good to have all of your, or the most of your weight low down in the vehicle and also over the axles, which spreads it out a lot better.
Watch the grid.
Watching the grid.
I'm loving it here, babe. This is just so beautiful.
It is absolutely stunning, isn't it?
Are you a convert yet?
Oh, I love it, always have. I just can't get over how flat it is from horizon to horizon.
I know.
And barren, not a thing in sight.
I don't reckon we've seen a tree in about, I don't know, how many kilometres? 20?
Oh no, more than that. I'd say 40 to 60.
And I love the healthiness of the cows at the moment. They are looking beautiful. All the baby cows.
I know you love your cows, darling. Big droopy, sad eyes.
They're beautiful.
My advice when towing is to obviously make sure that you are doing what you can with the road conditions, making sure you're driving to those conditions and being really careful and mindful of what you're actually towing as well. If you have a heavier caravan behind your actual tow vehicle, you need to be mindful of how heavy that is, how long it's going to take you to stop and whether the conditions of the road are going to allow for that. Be mindful of everything around you. Your speed is a massive, massive factor. Obviously something heavier, you need to slow down a little bit and make sure that you're safe on those roads.
When towing, the most important thing to me, and I've said this before, is checking your equipment daily. That's tyre pressures, wheel nuts, suspension bolts, everything, especially when you're on corrugations. It can really work things and shake things loose. So the important thing to me is check your equipment daily, twice daily if you can.
Well, that's Rankin Road almost done. I've just loved the incredible vastness out here. And I've loved the fact that we've seen no one else bar a few station vehicles. It's hard to explain why seeing not a lot is so remarkable. But maybe it's one of those things that you just have to experience for yourself to understand. And I kind of like it that way. And now we're onto the Tablelands Highway, which will follow all the way up to Cape Crawford. But the D-Maxes don't have long-range tanks in them, so we'll have to find somewhere safe to pull over and top them up.
So the fuel consumption on the D-Max has been really, really good. We've got 2 D-Maxes on the trip, so both Tony and myself are towing with them. I've definitely got a heavier Caravan behind me and it's very similar to what Tony's doing with the 12, so it's actually been really surprising.
We get probably maximum about 430 out of the D-Maxes, so it's handy to have some extra fuel just to top up to get you to the next fuel stop. Actually, funnily enough, the dirt, especially when you slow down to 70-80 kilometres an hour, the fuel consumption is actually better than it is on the highway, because as soon as you get up around to the 90-100 mark, you use more fuel. So it's probably about 1.5 kilometres per litre better on the dirt than it is on the tar.
Yeah, so we got down Rankin Road. We didn't see many caravans on there. We're on the Tablelands Highway now, heading north towards Borroloola, but we'll be pulling off before then and heading west. There's been plenty of vans on this road, but we didn't see any on Rankin Road. It was mainly just station vehicles. It's pretty rough going, so we're glad we got the vans down there, gave them a good test. Certainly suspension and dust. Looks like everyone's taking the easy option here and staying on the hard top, which is not a bad idea, but when you're out testing, you need the corrugations and the dust just so you can make sure everything's going to be right, so other people can get out there and enjoy it without things breaking on them. We're travelling along the Tablelands Highway, heading towards Cape Crawford. There seems to be a lot of road trains on the road. They must be doing a muster somewhere. They're all cattle loaders. They're about 3 trailers long. So the best thing to do when you're cruising along these roads, even if you've got a caravan on or not, is just get off and stop. Let them past. They're not going to get off half the road for you like another oncoming. Just get off the road and stop, let them pass. They've got right away, they're bigger. And also, radio etiquette. Always radio back to the convoy. that there's oncoming trucks and make sure that the convoy knows to radio back to the person behind them, and everyone needs to respond. Otherwise, you know, you can end up in a lot of trouble, and you don't want to end up mixing up with one of those road trains. We finally made it to Cape Crawford, where we could fill up on fuel, water, and most importantly, ice cream. From here, our plan is to try and make it to Daily Waters to make camp for the night.
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, look at the sunset.
Guys, I don't know if you can see that, but we've just rounded the corner and the sun is just sitting on the crest of that hill like a perfect circle, and it's glowing red just from all the dust that's sitting in the air. That is unbelievable.
Seriously, in all the travels we've done, I've never seen a sunset so red. It's absolutely spectacular.
That's just stunning, guys. You don't get that anywhere but up here.
Me and Melissa were just discussing how romantic it is, and I asked her if she could Google romance. What does that mean?
Anyone would think it was your anniversary or something. You can't have a birthday and an anniversary in the same week, Robbo. You're not going to get that lucky, mate.
I can't believe how beautiful that is.
I know.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's not often you can stare straight at the sun. Usually you need a welding mask, but there's just enough stuff in the sky there to allow us to do it. It's certainly a spectacle. Amazing sunset yesterday and beautiful sunrise through the mist this morning. We've left nice and early because today we plan to get a lot of Ks under the belt. We're headed up north to Mataranka, then we'll continue to Catherine and then southwest to Timber Creek. That's 560 kilometres, so I think we'll have a good chance. Mataranka is a community with a population of around 400 people. We grabbed some toasted sandwiches from the roadhouse for brekkie and then headed down the road to visit the old homestead where the author of We of the Never Never lived with her husband.
Beautiful, I've never seen anything like this. Not quite like this.
Jeannie Gunn was the first white woman to settle in the area, but unfortunately she only stayed a year as her husband died of malarial dysentery. All handmade furniture out of old timber.
It's pretty sweet.
Don't think the bed springs would suit us, honey. The homestead is right near the entrance of the famous Mataranka thermal pools. Man, was I hanging out for this. It was time to wash the dust off. The pool pumps out an incredible 30.5 megalitres of water a day. That water is also said to have healing effects on aches and pains. It feels amazing, especially after spending so much time on the tracks. How good is this? It's amazing. It's not as natural as it would have used to have been, but it's still beautiful. They've done an excellent job. I just can't believe how clear the water is.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's so good to wash the dust off. It's excellent. An oasis.
It feels a little bit heavier, I think, than normal water.
Oh,
You
yes.
don't feel as lightweight in it.
That might be all the donuts you've been eating.
Could be, possibly.
The water is beautiful. What do you reckon? It's 15, 16 degrees?
What?
More than that?
20
degrees?
28?
So guys, now that we're all refreshed, next stop is 110 k's to Catherine, and then we start heading west to the Kimberleys, which I'm very excited about, and I hope you guys are too.
I'm excited.
Should be. Kimberleys.
Ah, no wonder we saw that croc sign back there, Victoria River.
That all makes sense now.
How stunning is this?
I know, it's beautiful. Classic Northern Territory. I love the Northern Territory, as you know.
Well, first time here for me, babe. That's why I'm loving it. Wow, that's awesome.
It's beautiful. This light, seriously. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at the escarpment.
Crocs in that river for sure.
Seriously, I don't know which way to look, left or right.
Now just put the back out. This is where the double bed folds out with the pillow top. I don't care what anyone tells you, you cannot fill the join in the pillow top mattress. It is comfortable as. Best sleep you'll ever have. Oh, hello in there. What's for dinner? Lamb burgers, you beauty. Time to set up the caravan and kitchen so we can get stuck into dinner. Who said eating on the road had to be boring? Now my instructor, named Ricky, says that we need to do the following. Cut the lamb, grate some carrot, with a very fancy grater I might add, chop up some capsicum, chop up a couple of onions, and then start the fry up. It's empty. Chuck in some soy sauce for flavour and lots of garlic. And then finally, add some delicious gravy. I'm going to chuck the buns on the sizzler barbie to lightly toast them, and then for the construction. And they are looking awesome.
We've got lamb rolls, mate.
Got lamb rolls. Grab a napkin and then wrap your laughing gear around that.
Mmm.
Hello.
That's sensational. And healthy.
Healthy, oh well, yes, kind of.
It's healthy.
Close enough to healthy.
That is
lamb.
sensational, that's fantastic.
Yep.
Did Ricky help?
Ricky might have gave me a little helping hand. I think she
Did it really?
she peeled the carrots for me or something like that.
You should take a fishing, mate. You might catch one.
Well, I doubt it. Well guys, that wasn't a bad night's sleep, and we're not far from the border now. Then we'll be hitting Kununurra. The good news is, then we'll be starting the Gibb River track into the Kimberley.
We get a lot of people asking about the Gibb River Road, and I can't wait to be able to share the experience with some of those customers.
That's going to be my first time going down there and your first time going through the Kimberley, and I just cannot wait. I'm loving this scenery already. Just look around you.
Yeah, the scenery's unreal. There's all rock shells. It almost looks like high tide lines to me. So when this was an inland ocean, it may have been. But our next stop is the border, where we've got the potato police, the popo, we like to call them. So we'll be getting pulled up there, and they'll be going through our stuff looking for our spuds.
WA has strict quarantine laws about what can be brought across their borders. They have a large agricultural economy to protect.
Hey mate.
Am I following you or Keno?
Today, follow Keno, he just waved me over here. You're probably coming behind me, I'd imagine.
Hi. How you doing? Hey mate, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. I've got some potatoes in the van I've got to get you.
Does it look different, WA?
Not yet, we haven't got there yet. We're 10 metres away.
Shivers, okay. I've never been to WA. I'm so excited. Seriously.
Well, never at all.
Never ever.
At all been to WA?
No, never. Oh, are they lemons? No. Potatoes.
So what have we got in there that we might have to get out?
Avocados, I'm a bit worried about.
Yep.
And I'm worried about, there's a couple of rotten bananas, so they can have them. Oh, they took the lemons. No way. There goes my lemon tea in the morning.
Uh-oh.
Potatoes gone.
Hope Kununurra's got a good fruit store.
Moving over here to dispose of the firewood we have in the back because of the bark on it.